Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Veloharmony. Today's video, I'm focusing on a response to, I decided to do a follow-up video to the last video I made about the blowout. I had the blowout on this bike a couple of days ago and since put the new tire on there, so I took it out today for a little spin just to kind of loosen up before the weekend. And it crossed my mind, one of the legends had put a comment that said, good thing that you were not going 70 kilometers per hour when the blowout occurred. I'm paraphrasing. I tend as much as possible to respond to comments on the channel, especially comments that indicate the person has watched the video. There's a lot of comments on the channel that lets me know right away the person didn't invest the time in watching the video. I don't bother with those. So people like these that left this comment, those are the comments. I already responded to him. I decided to follow up this video. I felt it would benefit everybody. So what happens when you're going at high speed and your tire blows out? It doesn't matter whether you're going down a descent or on a flat road, slight descent, whatever. When it occurred with me, it was like 35, 36 kilometers an hour. But it really doesn't matter. The process is the same. The first thing to do is when you have a blowout, like with the latex, it popped. It was like, pow. You don't always get that with butyl tubes. It will go quickly. It might be or whatever. It may not be a popping sound, but if you do have a blowout that pops, there's a tendency to panic. Don't panic. Never slam on the brakes. Don't do that. Okay? You want to steer. So you're going down the road and you hear that sound. It doesn't matter whether it's the front or the rear. The first instinct you want to come up with is steer. When there's a doubt, steer. If the bike pulls one way, go in the direction that it's pulling so you can keep it as straight as possible as the tire deflates. You don't want to make any drastic changes. And when you do decide to slow down, do it gradually. Slow down gradually and get to a safe spot to change. You don't have to fall if you have a blowout on your front tire. It's a lot easier to control on the rear because if your bike is fitted, you steer with your hips. It's a lot easier, but you can still do it if it's the front. The key to remember is you hear that sound, whether you're here or here. When you hear that sound, get down here as soon as you can because it gives you the most control and steer the bike. Don't fight the bike. If the deflation is causing the bike to go this way and it's safe, steer in the direction the bike is going. Steer in the direction of its skid, kind of like driving school. Okay, steer in that direction until you get the speed down, and then you can gradually apply your brakes. Always try to stay in a straight line where possible because it's the swerving that can cause you to lose it. And you don't want to fall at high speed. And that's the reason why we wear helmets and gloves and all that. We don't do it because of cars. Most of the crashes are going to happen that won't involve a car. It'll be a pothole, a dog, or something crossing in front of you. So always wear your equipment. Wear your gloves, especially if you're going to do a very long ride on the open road, so that if you do fall, your hands are at least protected by the gloves. It makes a difference. Definitely wear your helmet. I'm a big proponent of that. It's not a law in our state if you're over 18, but I don't need a law to do what makes sense. I don't need politicians to tell me what makes sense, so I could care less. Protect your head. Keep the bike straight. It may pull. If it's the front, you may feel a pull, and if you can, try to go in that direction of the pull and keep it until you get it to where it's slowing down before you start doing any kind of turns. It's the changes in direction that can cause you to lose it, especially in the front. So just remember, I'll summarize real quickly. High speed blowout, don't pay attention to the sound. The sudden loss of pressure may cause your bike to pull one way or another. And all you want to do is keep the entire bike in as straight a line as possible as you gradually slow down, either using the wind or your brakes. That's the key. Don't try to stop right away. There's no need to stop right away. Let the bike slow down gradually, even if you're on a flat road. Because you try to do something drastic, that's when you can lose it. Same thing if you have a soft tire and you go around a corner, the front wheel can pull. It's the same thing. Anytime you feel a pull, then you want to go in that direction of the pull to keep the bike straight up. That will prevent you from wiping out. So when he made the comment, I kind of knew what he meant, and I told him, yeah, that it has happened to me in the past. I did not fall. for this very reason, because I had this information from my coach and other people that were on my team. So this information helps, so that it's something that you need to keep in the back of your mind, that you don't want to panic and lock up the brakes. That's what will cause you to wipe out. Now, if it's wet and so forth, you will have even more movement. And there's a tendency to think, I got to stop the bike now. No, the brakes are not going to help you in that situation. It's steering is the key. Steering, steer the bike. Keep it in a straight line until you can gradually slow down. So I hope this will help some of you in the future, because I love riding my bike, but I don't care for falling. So all of these little tips have kept me upright when I'm on my bike. So make sure you're safe while you get your K's in.